Hi, my name is Mike Klein, and I'm here today to tell you how I met Lauren Bowers. It started off in 2011. Fell in love with this girl. No, that's not how it went. Actually, I was working at a bar, and as I was working at this bar, I was laying down my awesome game because I'm amazing. And as I was laying down my game, this girl just was not having it. She was a total jerk to me. Blah, blah, blah. I brushed it off. No thing. Million other fish in the sea. All that jazz. I did not anticipate this one reoccurring in everything that I did. So, I ended up having to basically charm her pants off again because she liked me. And I asked her out, and our first date was on a Wednesday. We went to Surly Girl, and as we were at Surly Girl, things progressed. It was fun. We went to Level after that. Just kidding, Bodega after that. And while we were at Bodega, she says we kissed. I say, bull. We didn't kiss. But afterwards, we walked back to the Surly Girl parking lot, and that's where we had our first kiss. Pressing forward, the following Monday, I moved out of town. Oh no. I moved out of town. And while I was out of town, Lauren and I had kept up a long-distance relationship. So the long-distance relationship was awesome. But where it really started to turn for me was right about Thanksgiving. I was miserable out at my job, and pressing forward, it was super bad spot to be in. On Thanksgiving, she came to me, and I tried to surprise her by showing off my suave skills and cooking. It was an unmitigated disaster. The turkey was okay, almost burned the house down. Terrible set of circumstances. So then after Thanksgiving, Christmas time, Lauren really kept surprising me, kept doing things for me because she knew that I was just having a really hard time. And it made it a lot easier, made it feel more like home when she was around. So we went out to some movie, and the first time that she really got to see how sweet and suave I really am, I had to parallel park my truck, and it was this real teeny tiny little spot, and she was like, oh my gosh, there's no way, blah, blah, blah. I was like, dude, I got this. So, literally, parallel parked this truck. She had to shut her eyes because she was so afraid. I was like, dude, I got this. No problem. The talk of love. And I had the strict rule that was just total garbage. I was like, you know what? Never gonna say I love you before 6 months of us being together. Not gonna say it, not gonna do it. Blah, blah, blah. It was all garbage, dude. I fell so in love with this chick. I was so just head over heels for her that I just, yeah. Literally, I was like, this chick, she's something special, and I really want to make sure that I do things right. So I asked her father, and her dad was like, no, I don't support that. I don't support you guys being together outside of wedlock in the same house. I support your relationship. He made sure to tell me that. But I don't support the fact of you two living together prior to being together. Officially before God's eyes. So we ended up moving in together anyways, kind of against her father's will, but he was so cool and supportive through everything and just, you know, really had my back, which made me feel good. In order to throw Lauren off my tracks before I proposed, a friend of mine was getting rid of puppies. So I was like, oh, you know what I should do? I should totally get her a puppy. Which is not the best idea. You know, buy a book or something. They'll be like, hey, I bought you this. Instead, I get a dog. So you have to work for your present. Congratulations. My grandiose scheme was I was going to throw this art show at the house. And the art show at the house then would have, like, all these bells and whistles, food and drinks, and it would be great. And Lauren could invite whoever she wanted to come and support the art show. My devious plan worked perfect. Everybody that was there kept their mouths shut, did what they were supposed to, and Lauren was in the backyard, and I was stammering and tripping over words and acting completely like, bleh. And finally I came through and I was like, yeah, dude, yeah, here it is. I've got it. I'm going to ask you to marry me. And, I thanked her and I thanked everybody for coming. And while I'm thanking everybody and tripping over my words, I drop to a knee and I say, Lauren, thank you so much for supporting me, and I love you so much, and I can't picture myself being with anybody else. Will you marry me? And her immediate response is, slap. 2, you son of a bitch. 2. So after the proposal, after everything, we start planning the wedding. Which for 14 months, we planned this wedding. And right now we're sitting just about a week out. 7 days from me being Mrs. Lauren Bowers. Just kidding. Michael Klein is still me. About 7 days away from being Mr. Michael Bowers, which is pretty fancy. So I just wanted to take a minute to ease the tension and tell you that I love you. And I know I can't see you today, but I'm really excited to see you in a little bit. I love you, baby. Bye.